Brian Pye, and I'm here to talk about Venus. Why did I pick Venus? I like Venus because it rhymes with, but that's not the point. As you all know, Venus is one of the planets in the solar system that was created by Jet Li. Just kidding. Second to the moon, Venus is the brightest object in the night sky. Sometimes it's called the morning star, sometimes it's called the evening star. Well, that depends on if it's morning or evening. Venus was named after the Roman goddess of love. Guess what her name is? Who were known to the Greeks as Aphrodite and known to the Babylonians as Ishtar. Venus is the sixth largest planet in our solar system. A Venusian day is 243 Earth days and is longer than its year of 225 days. Oddly, it rotates from east to west, so the sun will rise in the west and set in the east. Venus is a terrestrial planet like Mercury, Earth, and Mars. Scientists thought that Venus was so similar to Earth that they would have similar tectonic properties, but Venus appears to have a single tectonic plate. Earth and Venus are 38 million kilometers apart, or 23 million miles. The distance between Venus and the Sun is 108,200,000 kilometers. Venus is referred to as Earth's sister planet. In truth, it's more like an evil sister. Look at its atmosphere composition. Carbon dioxide, 96%. Nitrogen, 3%. Sulfur dioxide, argon, and helium, 1%. Which means that its atmosphere has sulfuric acid. So basically, if you were to enter the atmosphere without a spacesuit on, you would look something like Arnold Vosloo. The temperature at the surface of Venus is highest in the solar system. It is more than 460 Celsius degrees, that's 860 Fahrenheit. That means Venus is hotter than both Angelina Jolie and Megan Fox, combined. Yeah, that's right. Now the reason why this planet is so hot is because of its greenhouse effect, created by the 96% of carbon dioxide in its atmosphere. And Venus has virtually no water. Looks like Al Gore was late with the Superdome. Yeah, don't smile at me, Al. Now here are 3 reasons why you don't want to live on Venus. I'm your Venus. I'm your fire at your desire. 1. Venus has such a dense atmosphere that lightning and thunder are crackling back and forth all the time. Even though the air is so thick that it doesn't hit the ground, you'd still be annoyed by the sound. 2. Venus is loaded with volcanoes, so you might as well rename the whole planet Pompeii. 3. In 1967 and 1969, the USSR launched 2 space missions. One was called Venera 4 and one was called Venera 5. Both landed through the atmosphere and both were crushed by the pressure before reaching the surface. So if they couldn't make it, neither can you. No offense. If you could stand on the surface of Venus, you would experience 92 times the pressure you have on Earth. This is the same as going nearly a mile underneath the surface of Earth's ocean. Even though the conditions on the ground are horrendous, amazingly, once you get to the altitude about 50 kilometers to 65 kilometers above the planet, the atmospheric pressure and temperature become similar to Earth. Scientists have a theory as to why Venus rotates the opposite direction. The theory is that once, an asteroid hit Venus so hard that it changed its direction and rotation. This is my interpretation of how it happened. The table is the Sun. I am Venus that once upon a time rotated properly around the Sun. Here comes the asteroid. Boom! Yeah, that's right. You better rotate the other way. Boom! Boom! That was my corny yet informative project on Venus. I'm Brian Pye, and you probably don't care. Fire burning down the